Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be creating the ultimate backyard jump. I have all of this equipment behind me and it is going to be insane. If you tuned in to the previous backyard trials video, which I did only a few days ago, you would have seen that I did a bomb drop off of the shed roof and hit the little yellow kicker. This got me thinking straight away that could it be possible to build a jump in the backyard and do some tricks. If you saw that, you'd also have seen that there's not much space and it was super tight. So you're probably thinking now, why has he got all this out? He's never going to have speed or stop. It got me thinking, and I realised that we have a flat garage roof over here, which is it's asking to be a roll-in. So, and not only does it generate a lot of speed, it also creates space, because it then leaves, if the roll-in finishes here, it then leaves the whole garden to have space for a jump. We're going to build this. I have a load of things here. Some things I've started putting together because otherwise I'd never get it done in one day. But I think it's going to work and I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to start with a roll-in and I'll show you what I've made. So this is quite skinny, but this is the roll-in. That's what creates the curve at the bottom. And this now has hooks on it, which hooks over there to hold that in place, and then it rests perfectly, kind of. Okay, that's in place. I know it's a bit wonky, but it has to be, because if it came down straight, I'd have to move it all the way over and I'd hit that, or it would be, I'd ride into the bush. So it has to be a bit wonky, but that's not a problem. It'll all be screwed together and nice and sturdy and safe.
Oh my god.
There we go. Right, tuning in from on the garage roof, and I'll show you how this hooks on. So we have these plates which rest onto this bit of timber and they screw in basically, and that's your roll in, and there's Cara. But the speed you're going to generate down that, blast that in with your drill. Then finally, because there's a bit of a bump at the moment, what I've created is this little gem which goes there. And I know you're thinking it's a bit narrow, the whole roll-in's quite narrow, so I thought if I make this narrow, if I'm in line with that, then it's going to make that seem wider than it actually is. It'll work, trust me, it'll be perfect. This is how you get down this monstrosity. Strapping.
Oh my god!
That was a bit rough. Yesterday I was gripping on it, not today. Right, rolling's almost complete. We just need to adjust this a bit and do a bit of strengthening down here. I don't know, I'm still talking to that, you're there. And then the rolling's done. Lovely. That's not it, by the way. I'm not putting all my trust into two little screws. That's all screwed in and that's really nice. And I've got this bag of post creeks, it's heavy, and I'm going to put it just on here. I don't think the ramp's going to move, but just to be safe, a little bit of extra weight is not going to hurt. Cara's just off camera, Cara's just gone, oh my god, that's so good.
Well, I didn't know what we were picking up when you got there, and I was just like, what the hell, it's a broken photo frame. But now,
Photo frame.
It all makes sense.
Of course it does.
You're quite good at that.
What the hell? Landing's done and it's looking really good. The only thing that's bothering me a little bit is there's a big hole there, and that is going to be quite aggressive to exit. Oh, it's sturdy. The gap is way too short at the moment, but I don't know what, I'm guessing the speed's going to be good, but we just don't know. I would be lying if I said that stopping hasn't crossed my mind, because it definitely has. We're all ready to go, we've got the bike out. The only thing I didn't think of was how to make it up the rolling, because there's no space. Normally you come over the jump backwards, have your speed, and you'd be away, but that's not the case right now. I think for the first one we're just going to get Cara to pass it up to me, so that's going to be the safest, the easiest option. Collect the bicycle. Thank you. Lovely. Whew. This is the setup. Okay, we're on the garage roof. We're ready for the first drop in to this ramp. See what it's all about. Wow, that works good. Exactly what I thought though. It's slippery at the bottom, which is going to make it quite difficult, but it worked, and that's good. Stopping was good. I thought I'd go much further than what I did, but you can just see by this, I mean, it's so boggy. It was dry until yesterday, then we had a lot of rain. But I think there's definitely, this trial and error, and there's definitely potential here with this jump. Yeah. Here we go, dropping in the second run then. Oh! Oh! Managed to get a mini tuck out. I think a few jumps I could get quite used to that. Should we get that tuck again and capture it in a nice slow motion shot? That could be quite cool. That was cool, tuck the hander in the smallest back garden. It's just being made difficult by, honestly, by the fact that we had rain. I think this bit is such a, because you come here and it's like and you don't know what's happened, and then the next thing you're flying off of a ramp. I think if we didn't have that rain last night, yesterday out here was not dry because it's winter, but it was real good, whereas that's just making it difficult. So maybe for future ones, future renditions of this setup, we need to do some kind of covering there so you maintain good speed. Oh, it was tight, but it did work. Okay, bar spin, dropping in, see if it's pos. Oh. Oh. Do you know what? That bar was the best feeling trick that I've done yet. I don't know why, maybe just after a few goes I'm getting a bit more used to it. But that felt quite good actually, and you kind of bunny hop and do it. Maybe a drone shot could be quite cool. Just demonstrating the whole thing, could look quite nice. We were just filming that really nice cinematic section, and then I've come in the thistles at high speed and we've got a puncture. That's such a shame because I'd already got the 360 out in that little segment and I really wanted to get a tail whip today. Obviously my back wheel's got other ideas. Maybe I've got enough time. Well, I'll try. If I can't make it down the rolling, then I won't bother. Oh, it's going. Quick. Yeah, that's good. Okay, you ready? Oh! Oh! We're not giving up. We're not going down without a fight. And that worked, and it's still... Oh! That's racing out there now. A bit like my heart, that's racing. That was a bit nervy with a flat tyre, but let's track back and evaluate, because today, although it looks like an absolute mess and Mum's going to kill me when she gets home, I think that it's been successful considering the conditions. It's really wet. I think if we get a drier day, this will be perfect. And I know the areas now that need improving. My goal is to have a jump in the garden that I can do flips on, flip tucks. That would be so good. But there's a few things that need changing before we get to that stage. We've done the maximum we could today. We're losing light, and it's exciting. It means we can come back out here and continue this journey in a future episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave any suggestions or ideas. Probably a lot of you will say just pack it up and don't bother because it's super sketchy, but hopefully you can come up with some ideas and I can use those to create maybe a quarter pipe at the end or some pallets down or something to try and prevent this bog and make the jump work better. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, leave some comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.